Hello and welcome to Casters and Cryptids. It's up and running. We're good to go. My name is Turmentic, and I'm extremely excited about tonight. Sorry about the delay. We just got a lot of really awesome, amazing news about what we were doing and how things are implementing and changing and all this stuff. Because as you know, we are still testing this, making sure that it's a fully functioning game. I'm going to introduce everybody here real quick. To my right is our beautiful Veil Keeper, Dudley from Dudley Dudley. I can't speak right now.
Dudley's Den of Games.
Yes. Also one of my coworkers over at Super Galactic Games and Comics. Next to him is the beautiful Dad Hat, who we all know from Discord. Also, he is known as Room ESC on Instagram. Underneath him is Johnny, also known as Moldy Potions from half of the Meta Bros. Unfortunately, Metacracks can't be here tonight, but we have Moldy, so I'm super stoked. Next to him is Bats from Casters Society. And then finally, we have Ian from Cardboard and Coffee, also Cryptid Nation News. I'm having a hard time speaking because I'm super excited for what you actually were talking about before we started. So I'm going to pass it over to Dudley, and it's yours.
Welcome to Casters and Cryptids. This is our second playthrough for Magical Task Force 6. Our heroes will be embarking on a little bit of a different mission today, but in doing so, we're going to be introducing more mechanics. So previously, the players have only had the option to play with Beastie and Spell cards. We're going to be going ahead and allowing players to have access to artifacts and potions as well this time around. Each player has the option of choosing one. They don't necessarily have to stay within their auras, but there is a slight chance that picking something outside your aura could have some detrimental effects or create some chaos out in the world if you don't necessarily know how to manipulate that energy type. Moving forward from this game, once we have a good handle on the card mechanics working well in the game, which I think we do, we're going to ramp this up into high gear. Our next session after this, everybody will be getting bumped up pretty much to max level, and they will be the real true blue Magical Task Force 6. Gold level casters that'll have every card made available to them in Cryptid Nation 1, as well as Nightfall, maybe even breaching forward and going into UFO for some additional support and a little bit more fun. With that being said, I think we're pretty much ready to jump right into this. It has been a couple of weeks since your last mission, which was recorded a astounding success as repairs have already been completed to the telescope. The eyes are on the sky and anomalies have already been noticed as the skies above Cryptid Nation have been quite active with unfamiliar flying apparatuses as well as strange lights. One of the team members was assigned to a different task force, having shown some success and attempting to expand upon their ability to have these individualized, specialized task force. Kronos went off, codename Kronos, went off to participate in a little bit of a hunt and an investigation and has not returned in 48 hours. His last check-in communication was supposed to be 36 hours ago, and he did not check in. We have officially given him a grace period to get himself out of trouble along with the rest of the team. At this point, we are now concerned that this is a rescue operation, no longer an intel gathering operation. The city itself is bustling with activity as the rebuilding has continued forward and drills have been going on nonstop. Those of you who came back and have stayed behind instead of joining one of the other magical task forces in an attempt to assist with training have been going through drills yourself and, follow-up training. Realizing what life is like inside special forces whenever you're no longer part of the rank and file. You got a little bit more liberty, a little bit more freedom. You're able to walk about the city as opposed to being confined to barracks on a regular basis. With that, we're going to give you guys a chance to wander about the base, the city, and go and talk to some people first before we dive right into mission briefing. So is there anything any of the Magical Task Force members would like to accomplish in this time?
If you are opening it up to allow us to have, but it's gold. Okay, we can only have bronze level artifacts, correct?
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
Where can one find potions among the base?
The quartermaster.
That's where I want to go.
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
Everybody want to head to the quartermaster?
All right, I'll go and check out. I don't know. I guess I had to get back into the accent. There we go. Yeah, I'll go over there with them with those quartermaster people.
All right. Well, you're going to find yourself a decently repaired brick building. It's a warehouse. It's been repurposed. And whenever you walk in, it's going to be very, very dimly lit as power is not running very well. You've got candles and torches that are kind of keeping things on at the immediate moment. But there's rows of shelves that are behind a front desk. And you see a very, very grizzled man standing behind that front desk with a large ledger, a pen, and a rather disgruntled scowl.
Hey, yo, what's up, Grizzly man?
Now, why in the hell have y'all come down here today? I'm really not trying to deal with anything at the immediate moment. We're pretty close to evening, and I'm looking to go get me a bear.
I am just looking for something a little dark and a little thing to take the edge off of a battle. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, man. That's called a Guinness there, bud.
I might have one of those later, but right now I'm looking for something a little smoky, a little spirity, if you know what I mean. Something in the potion region.
Well, I can put in a requisition for you, but you got to know what you're looking for.
Smoky spirits, please.
Okay.
It's a nice little potion.
Let me check the catalog here and see if we've got anything like that sitting around. Oh, okay, all right. And he wanders off and he kind of scratches as he pulls his pants up. You can tell he's not wearing his uniform quite right. And rummages through a shelf and finally comes back with a box and it's kind of covered. And he's like, "All right, now I don't like this dark stuff. All right, this is not my kind of thing." And to be honest, I'm not real talented with any of this kind of stuff. But I tell you what, you're going to sign right here, name, rank, code name, what unit you're part of. What unit are y'all part of?
Magical Task Force 5.
6. We're 6.
Oh, right. Six.
Well, which one is it, 5 or 6?
6.
It's 6, sir.
6. Oh, you're the boys that fixed the telescope.
Yes, sir. That's us.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Well, congratulations. Job well done. Yeah. Way to give us a good name here at the city. Here you go. Just sign right here in the book. I'm gonna keep you in track in the ledger, and you'll be ready to rock and roll. Here you go, bud. Here's your doodad.
Point of order, are we limited to Cryptonation and Nightfall bronze artifacts and potions still?
Preferably, I'm gonna let you jump into UFO.
Oh, wilderness and UFO, or
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys jump all the way up to UFO because in my own attempt to find artifacts and potions,
yeah, they're pretty limited in the
they're
earlier.
slim. So yeah, I'll let you guys jump all the way to UFO to look for that.
Okay, they're all pretty slim, so sounds good. Cool. I'm gonna take another look real quick then.
I was wondering if you had perhaps a potion I've heard of recently called Toxic Water.
Toxic water.
Yes, sir.
I imagine you just gotta take your business in the bottle instead of the latrine to make that happen.
Well,
your boss.
I was wondering, is that what I do, or is that something you give me?
I'll look in the inventory and see if I've got any bottles. What the hell do we have toxic water for?
That's don't think it's something you want to drink.
Water here, you can have it. Name, code name, unit in the ledger, please, and I will run and retrieve that. And he toddles off again. Once again, you can tell he's not wearing his uniform right. It's kind of sitting on him awkward.
I'm gonna whisper over to the team right quick. Guys, does this guy seem a little off to y'all?
No, I'm just looking through the catalog. This is a big catalog of me to have to look through to find me some sort of item to use.
So I got a request. Do you have any laser beam guns?
Yeah. They're freaking cool.
Yeah,
I would like a ray gun. Yeah, man, I got a couple.
I would like some laser beam gun upgrades, please.
You want a ray gun? Yeah, man, I got you. So this right here, this is I call this the Mossberg Beamer. It's the same as all the other ones on the shelf. I just like giving them names. There you go, bud. Name, rank, unit, code name in the ledger.
Alrighty. I write that down.
There, sir. Can I please put in a request for some stone of protection?
What?
They're stones and they protect you.
You mean like the ones on the ground that you can throw?
Well, no, those aren't stones. This is a special stone that glows and it protects you.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Yes, I do. I got 4 of them in inventory. I'll be right back. And he toddles on off and comes back, and he has a very bright glowing stone. You actually take a note of the fact of how bright this thing is and the fact that it is a little bit of a beacon and a light source.
And how many of those do I get, sir?
1.
Oh, all right. So wait, point of order. Are we not using the number of that are on the spell book? Like how many are available?
No, you can use the number that are on the spell book.
Oh, it's just one item, but we can use it that many times.
There you go.
All right. Well, I appreciate that, sir, right here. And my name is Charlie Skinner, and I am with Magical Task Force 6. And
you got to write it down, man. You can't write your name.
Oh, I thought I was telling you to write it, but all right. Well, I'll just go over there and write it.
No, you got to prove to me you're lettered there, buddy.
All right. Thank you, sir. Sir. I'll write my stuff.
You wouldn't happen to have any Idaho potatoes in the background?
Idaho potato?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit peckish.
I mean, I got potatoes, but I can't guarantee they're from Idaho. It's kind of hard to travel cross country these days there, buddy.
Can we verify where they're from? These need to be Idaho potatoes.
I mean, I can tell you they're a sack of potatoes.
I'll take them.
All right. Well, all right. Have you acquired all your rations of food?
No.
All right. Well, just be aware that if they cross-check the ledger and they find that you've taken too many rations of food for the time period that you've been on base, they will pull it from your pay.
You guys are getting paid?
You're supposed to be getting paid too there, bud, in room, board, feed, safety and security within the city.
I'll take it in potatoes.
A purpose.
You're getting paid with the proud feeling of protecting the cryptid nation.
Well, I'm certain whenever y'all are released from your tour of duty and you're able to go out and join the rest of the common folk again, you'll receive some kind of a currency stipend so that you can survive and participate in the local economy.
Oh, so have all of us picked up our items then?
Yep.
That's the way it looks here. I got 5 names on my ledger.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for equipping us with some new stuff.
All right. Thank you for making it quick. I'm ready to go get a drink down at the mess hall.
Drink one for me.
It's done. I can do that.
Hoorah!
Is there anywhere else we need to go before we start? You guys can think.
That's up to you guys.
Should we go get food? Healed? Ooh, good question.
Is my leg fully healed from the last mission?
Yes, everybody is fully healed from the last mission.
Do we need to bring food with us?
You can't have my potatoes. I need those.
I don't know. That depends on how long y'all are anticipating being out in the field.
All right, let's go to the canteen and pick up some rations. The mess, I like that. Thank you. All right, let's go over down to the mess, and we need to get ourselves some provisions. So for when we go out there, we don't know how long it's going to take us to go save Kronos.
It's true.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. We can't only eat water babies, you know.
I mean, they smelled mighty good.
Y'all are eating your basties?
No, sir. We'll see you later,
Well,
sir. You
no,
enjoy that beer.
that's
Yeah, just don't. No. We're gonna go get some food. You
That's
enjoy
just a
that
joke
beer.
there, sir. We were just kidding. That's definitely not serious. Yeah.
It goes great with potatoes.
Marcus, stop while you're ahead.
Well, all right then. As soon as y'all leave, I'll be able to lock the door and I can go.
All right. Well, I'll walk out towards the canteen. the mess, the
I leave as
cafeteria,
well.
whatever you want to call it.
I'll follow.
Yo, I'm also I'm peacing out, but I like turn around and I go, peace, yo.
Long life.
Word.
All right, so we go to the mess, and yeah, I grab some provisions.
You're going to walk into the mess, and you're going to find it full of individuals. A lot of people are drinking. You're coming up on the weekend time. Training's been suspended over the next couple of days because of weather coming in, so people are enjoying a little bit more leisure time. You definitely notice an air of calm and relaxation everywhere that you're going in the base, but exceptionally so here in the mess hall where people are eating better meals than they normally do. You notice that spaghetti's been served tonight, as well as roast beef with potatoes, something that you guys don't normally get to see. Normally it's some kind of gravy, bread, and what they tell you is a meat product. But it is quite easy for you to find one of the cooks, or as well as essentially the same thing, a quartermaster for food at the back of the mess hall where they're issuing out drinks and dishing out plates. And you guys can have a conversation with him if you so choose.
I would very much like to. Hello, sir. I was wondering where would we go to find provisions if we were to be going out on a mission here? Would we pick them up here, or is there another location?
So you're telling me you need rations?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I can get you some rations. All right. Just how many do you need? Do you think you're going to be out for a few days? You're going to be out for a week? How long are you going to be out of there?
What do you guys think? 3 days? 4 days?
Have you guys gotten a mission briefing yet? Do you even know where you're going? Like,
We do not.
No, we don't. We don't. But last time we got a mission briefing, it was on the helicopter on the way to the mission. So we're trying to be proactive this time. But I mean, that is a fair point, sir. I guess what do y'all say? Should we just go to the mission briefing? Maybe
it might help to know how long you're going to be out.
I think we should have a few drinks before then.
Gang.
I like the way you think, sir.
Hey, it could be our last.
That's a fair point.
At that point, glasses come out on the table, and a clear liquid bottle kind of gets draped across all of the glasses, all 5 glasses, and they're all pushed towards each individual of you. Well, everybody today's been given 1 ration of recreational fun. So I tell you what, that one's on us.
I take 2 of them.
Cheers.
2 of the 5.
Hey, cheers.
So who's not getting a shot?
I take Cane's.
I already took mine, so.
I already took mine.
Yeah.
Well, looks like I drank 1 and I had 1 empty one.
You hit yourself in the face with an empty shot glass.
Hey, how many of you already had there, bud?
Not enough. Can I get another?
You just tried to take a shot.
All it takes is we got to go to our mission briefing there. I appreciate the drink though in the ration.
Y'all are drinking before our mission?
It could be our last.
It could be our last.
Before we go,
We're trying. I'm just not going to say nothing else, and I'm going to walk towards wherever the mission.
I think we need to clear out. Thank you, sir. We appreciate.
We appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
Before we go, can I get a banana? I'm feeling a bit peckish.
A banana?
A banana, sir.
Yeah, I got a banana.
Thank you. I'm going to whisper over to Dennis, don't try to get us killed this time. And hand him the banana.
Yo, Kane,
Smart.
I've been looking forward to your banana for a long time. Thank you, man.
Oh my god.
All right. You guys are going to make your way back to a very familiar place within the camp. It's a tent that's been set aside for Magical Task Force 6. It's where you guys are all barracksing together. This is also where you're going to be receiving a majority of your mission briefs that aren't being given to you en route to your destination. As you walk in, you notice that the cot that has been set aside for Kronos has a rolled up mattress and blanket on it when normally the bed would be out and made. You also see two high-ranking individuals there. One you recognize as your former drill sergeant, now commanding officer. The other one has a familiarity to it. Older individual. None of you have seen this person before, but is wearing very striking robes and has an excessively long beard.
Okay.
Well, I see my commanding officer, so I'm going to snap to attention.
Sir.
He's going to salute you back.
We are here, sir, for the mission briefing in order to find our missing comrade, Kronos. Sir.
Well, he went missing some time ago. He did not report in for his last communication to check in. He was out hunting Rougarous. It was supposed to be a pretty routine hunt, training some of the newer guys. And just that they haven't come back. We haven't heard communications from them. They were looking for a ground that was suspected to be overrun with a population of them about 5 miles outside the city, headed south into what was Virginia. I need you guys to go down there and figure out what happened. We've invested entirely too much time and energy into the individuals of Magical Task Force 3, as well as Kronos himself, to have these individuals just kind of disappear on us and no longer be useful to the city. We need Unity City at its top. So we need all of its people back here, safe and sound.
So are you saying that it's not just Kronos, it's also Magical Task Force 3 that's gone missing?
Affirmative.
How many members are in Magical Task Force 3?
As of right now, none, because they're not reporting in. Prior to them going missing, they had 5. Normally a task force would have 6. That's why Kronos joined their team, to give them some additional training and bring them up to a full number. You guys were going to be given leave because of your success, but it doesn't look like that's going to be a possibility for you anymore.
Now, sir, how long do you expect this mission to take us? Are there any supply depots down there? Is there anything in the area, or should we prepare and pack for, a long mission here?
In history, the wilderness of Northern Virginia has been known to be rather tough on individuals. The Appalachian Mountains are not any kind of joke to be messing around with. There's not just the Rougarous that are suspected to be roaming around in there. There's been talks of Sasquatch, as well as Lechuza being seen across some of the mountaintops. There's even been some talks about Hatman being seen along the roads. So it's one of those things that you might want to plan to be out for a prolonged period of time.
Now,
that, sir.
With the mission parameters, where will you be dropping us in location to where they were last reported to be?
There's an old ranger station right on the trail that they were going to be using as a headquarters, and we're going to see if we can't drop you guys in close to that. It depends on whether or not we can get the helicopters working again.
Oh, one last question, sir. Why is the Rainbow Wizard here?
And at that point, you get a very, very odd eyeball from this older man who looks at you and says, now, exactly how would a member of the common military know who I am? I don't make myself publicly known.
Sir, excuse me, but it is well known what you did for people and for humanity after the veil shattered a year and a half ago. And I know that you like to remain anonymous and you like to remain in the background, but people know who you are. and we're thankful for what you did in order to actually protect us before we were able to start using our actual potential.
Well, I'm here to see how the tables have turned. While yes, I may have protected people for a time, now that is a responsibility fallen to you. And I want to make sure that you're up to the task.
Did any of y'all know who this guy is?
Shh! Stop talking, Stab. We learned last time we can't whisper stuff to each other. It doesn't work.
Hey, yo, you're right.
Use the walkie.
Use the walkie.
Hey, yo, do we know who this guy is? Over.
Well, sir, thank you so much for believing in us, or at least coming to check on us before we took this perilous mission in order to try to protect the Unity City.
Just want to see how this program is moving along. I wasn't exactly confident in the concept of a magical task force. I did this at the advisement of individuals that were from the former militaries.
Why don't you believe in magical task force, sir?
If you want a job done right, you do it yourself.
Good point.
Please join us.
Hey, yo, that's exactly why we're doing it ourselves. Here we go.
Let's go.
That's
This
why
time,
we're
don't
here.
piss off the SCP. I don't need to have another conversation like that.
We do apologize for that, sir.
It was a misunderstanding. We went to try to help them. We didn't see them. We thought they were good. They weren't good. It was just a complete understanding. We tried to help them, though, in the long run.
I read the report.
All right. Well, thank you for everything you've done, sir.
Well, really fast before we go, do you have any other advice for us or anything else that could help us on our mission?
Don't die.
That was a dumb question, Dennis.
That's fair.
Good advice.
That's
a great
that's
question.
probably the best advice we've ever been given, sir.
Before we go, Staff Sergeant, sir, can you go over what equipment we have for this mission?
Equipment.
Yeah, last time we didn't realize we had radios. Our mistake.
You didn't check your pack?
No, sir, we didn't. The thought never crossed my mind, to be honest with you.
This is the look that Rainbow Wizard is giving at the immediate moment. He's in utter disbelief and looking up at the sky. And...
Don't worry though, sir. We will get this job done. We are going to go and find Kronos. You can believe in us. Magical Task Force 6. Woo!
Well, you should have your issued weapons. Those of you that took them, if you don't have issued weapons because you're a caster or you decided to forsake a weapon, you might have additional potions or artifacts at your disposal. I would imagine at least an extra pair of socks and underwear so that you can keep yourselves healthy. Gangrene is still very much a problem. You don't want to be out there in the middle of the thicket with trench foot. Jock itch is also a very big problem still, so you might want to make sure that whenever you're going out through things that you're dry and clean. You do have radios. You do have a couple of survival kits. These would be things like fire starter kit, water purification tablets, a little cook kit. You have a canteen that's got water that you're carrying. You know, the kind of the standard stuff that you would have in a pack. Yes, you have radios. Those of you that decide to look a little bit further at your radios, you're going to realize that they have additional mics that you can actually attach to your shirts so that you don't have to hold a giant radio up to your face and you can speak a little quieter and maybe show some elements of stealth as a elite special forces team.
Learn something new every day.
I hope checking your backpack will be a thorough lesson to be remembered for the future.
Noted. Next time I'll check it myself.
Do we got some sleeping bags in there?
Yeah, you got a bedroll in there.
Well, I appreciate the thorough breakdown, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We didn't check the backpacks, guys. I'll be honest, I didn't even realize we got backpacks last time. That's why I didn't check them.
Nobody asked about their uniform at all.
No, we didn't. And it just...
I almost sent you guys out in navy aqua camouflage, just because nobody asked anything about their clothes. Like, what does my uniform look like?
Wait, so what do we look? What is our uniform like?
Oh, it's a good question. So most of you are wearing darker colors. You're looking at black pants. You're going to see some slight camouflage built into the shirt, but really what it is varying shades of black charcoal, dark green, dark browns, kind of patterned together in a digital format to try and break up the pattern, make it harder for you to be easily seen. You do realize that you also have beanies, skull caps that turn into masks so that you can cover your faces if you so need to hide your identities. Your jackets are light that you're wearing currently, but within your pack, you do have a heavier one should you come across some issues with weather. You'll find a poncho in there. You know.
The poncho?
No,
Sorry,
not
I had to
the poncho, a poncho.
Pancho.
Oh my God. Moving forward.
Shiny boots.
Cool. That's good info for the fan artists out there. Moving on.
If they don't make Charlie with a bandana right here that goes under his helmet or his hat, whatever he decides to wear, I'm going to feel like they did him a disservice.
What can I say, man? All right. Well, thank you so much, sir, for telling us what we look like, what we're wearing, what is in our bag. You are amazing.
Next time you can refer to this mirror.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Will do. I'll go up to shake the hand of the commanding officer.
He's going to shake your hand.
All right, thank you. And I salute the Rainbow Wizard. And
He's
walk
gonna
out the door.
salute you. He's actually not going to salute. He's going to nod.
I'll take it.
And he's going to nod with a little bit of disbelief. You can tell looking at his face that he doesn't exactly have the greatest of faith right now. His confidence might be a little shaken in this directive that's going on here.
We're prove him wrong.
I'm gonna salute my officer, and then I'm gonna do like a bow to the wizard.
He's gonna tilt his head again. Is everybody gonna namaste the wizard? Okay.
I'm gonna slowly back out of the
Yeah,
room.
that seemed like the better option.
I'm gonna slowly back out of the room while maintaining eye contact with the Rainbow Wizard.
I'm just gonna quietly say, and remember, if you want it done right, do it yourself, right?
That's right.
Sounds like a threat.
100% sounds like a threat. All right, I'm gonna leave the room. I'm gone.
We're all leaving.
Yeah, we're out. We're out.
So making your way outside, you being met by another officer who's come up. He tells you that choppers are not going to be functional today. The beasties aren't exactly cooperating to make sure that they're able to fly, but they have procured some other means of transportation. It's a good old-fashioned group of horses.
Is it possible
Saddled
for
up
any of
and
us
ready to
with-
go. They're more than capable of bearing your weight as well as the weight of your equipment. They have all been trained, so they are capable of, trampling right on through and doing a charge if so needed. They are war horses. They have been trained in military aspect and military service.
Have we been trained in for use of war horses?
Yes, you have.
Thank God. Okay, good.
Yes, you have. All of you recall to your first week of basic training going, I remember when they were talking about we could use beasties to help power vehicles. Maybe we can do something like that. Oh, horseback riding. Oh, it's like riding a bike.
Now, what is the LP of these war horses? Or does that not matter? Okay, 60. Love it. Thank you.
Are they all the same? And is there just enough for each of us, or is there like a group of them that we can like investigate to see if any of them have a horn?
No, there's no horns on any of them. There is more than 5. There's 8. There's 3 painted horses, 2 black ones, and the rest are chestnut.
Wait, what was that first one?
There's 3 painted horses.
What is a painted horse?
A painted horse, those are the horses that are white with colors painted on them.
They're just
okay.
regular horses, sir.
Oh, okay. All right.
I thought it was like
Well, I feel that Stabby Stab and Dennis should definitely get black horses because they're stealthy stealths.
gang gang.
Let's go.
What was the last color horse?
Chestnut.
It's like a brown.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take one of them.
Very astute.
Yes.
I will also take a chestnut.
All right.
I will take the nearest untaken horse.
And you're on a painted horse.
Now, should we take one for Kronos to bring him back?
Should you?
I'm asking those 4, not you. You're not going to tell me.
Sir, we did not get our rations. I don't.
Oh, we didn't get our rations. You're so smart. All right, somebody go run and get our rations real quick.
Do we want to have to take care of a horse this whole time, though?
We can eat one.
No.
I volunteer to go and get the rations, and I'm also going to take another shot when I'm in there.
Oh my God, no. Okay.
How many rations are we getting?
Make sure you get some extra in case there are survivors that we're bringing back.
I would say at least a week's
Shots or
worth.
rations?
At least a week's worth for each of us.
Both.
All right, cool. Can I
Drinking is going to come back to get you, just so you know, Chris. All right.
Perfect. Can I try and persuade the guy to give me the bottle to bring with me?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
hey, how you doing? Welcome back.
Yo, what's
you probably
up,
know how
man?
many rations you need.
Yeah, I need 6 times a week. 6 times 7. I need 49 for my team, please.
6 times 7 is definitely 42.
Perfect. I'll take it.
Like, you took me right out of character with that math, dude.
That's how you doing the math.
Perfect. I'll take them. And can you throw in that?
Give me 42.
Yeah, 42.
42 or 49. I mean, I'm getting kind of some weird math off of you over here, buddy.
How heavy are they? Are they pretty heavy?
They're like a pound each.
No, let's do 49. Let's do 49 just in case.
49. You don't want to make it an even 50?
Nah, 49.
Oh, of course you do. Even 49. You know, he's not gonna take a whole fucking case, the guy.
Nah, but can I get a bottle of that stuff they gave us earlier?
Roll your persuasion for me.
Which one is persuasion? I'm not seeing it. Intelligence, wisdom. Ooh, manipulation.
There it is.
All right, so I have a +4. Is that right? Yeah, +4. So plus the 3. So 7. Is that correct? Cool.
Yep, 7 dice. You're looking for 3 ups.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ups.
Oh, okay. So he goes, all right, I tell you what, buddy. He pushes the whole bottle over and kind of tucks it so that it's got MRE stacked around it so that nobody can really see that the bottle is now in your possession. It's mixed in. Yeah, there you go. There you go, buddy. That's for you guys. Take it easy out there, you know.
Yo, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, man, I got you.
I'll catch you on the flip side. Gang, gang! And I walk out.
Was he throwing signs? I ain't seen those in Manhattan.
All right, so we got our provisions. He's got his booze. We got all of our stuff. Are we good to go, or do we get something else?
Guys, I got about 50 pounds of food and drink here. Can we divvy this up a little bit?
How about you carry Kronos's and then you just give each of us 7 rations?
Why don't we both just take 10 pounds each?
Because you're the one that wanted the bottle.
I'm gonna share, kind of.
All right, so I guess give each of us 9 or 10. No, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give each of
Everybody
us
gets
9
10.
and then give the rest of them to him.
Carry the 1. I'm obviously not good at math here.
No, you're not. That's why I'm just sitting here laughing.
That's why I didn't do well at the water tower.
Yeah, that 3 times bonus will get you.
Oh my god. Forget about it.
Oh, forget about it. All right, so I'm gonna.
Do any of us have a map of the area that we're going to?
Oh, that's smart too. We didn't think about that.
Currently, there are no surviving maps of the region in Unity City.
We just know what direction to go, and we just got to go.
Pretty much. They know what ranger station to drop you off that's on the trail. It's able to be seen.
So are we following other people to the ranger station?
In a manner of speaking, so you're getting driven out. There's a couple of people that are going to be in vehicles going with you. They're maintaining security of the road itself, and they're going to be going past a point that you're breaking off as they make their way further south, heading to a couple of the military bases that have fallen, seeing if they can't procure material there.
All right, let's go. I'll jump on my horse. Woo!
All right, and you guys are now part of a small little convoy that involves a couple of Humvees that strangely don't make any sound as they roll down the road, and other individuals that are also on horseback, a couple of them that are riding some of the larger beasties out there. And you guys make your way down good old I-95. As you pass an old sign that says Fredberg, you peel off onto an exit. And not far into that, you start seeing signs, old brown signs that have something that resembles an arrowhead on them. They make mention of battlefields, of some war that seems to have been forgotten since the turmoil of the Shattering Veil. But you get the feeling that it was a war of brother against brother. And as you're making your way through this area, you start seeing more and more directions to the Appalachian Trail, as well as directions to a local ranger station, Ranger Station 7, which is the one that you guys have been referred to in your briefing. So that is going to be your first point of contact and your first destination, Ranger Post 7. A couple of miles past the Chancellorville battlefield.
And there's nobody at this ranger station that we can visibly see from the outside.
Oh, so having made your way there, you see that all the lights in the ranger station are on.
Oh, all right. Well,
does anything look suspect?
You don't see any movement.
Somebody roll invest. I'm going to roll an investigation.
I have the highest investigation.
Do you? Because mine is 6 + 3. Because I got +6 to intelligence.
I have +6 as well. Never mind. We are equal.
I mean, you both can roll.
Oh yeah, let's both do it then. So what? It would be, but wait. Oh wait, no. I guess I only do have 6 because I don't use my expertise because it's a circle, not a plus.
Yeah, I have expertise in investigation,
Okay.
So I can scout ahead and maybe peek in the window for us. Okay, so is that 6 dice that I roll, or is it?
Yep, you're rolling 6 dice. You're telling me how many of them are 4 or higher.
So that I roll my expertise as well, so that'd be 3 more dice, or
yes.
Okay, so 9 dice.
And then tell me how many of them are 4 or higher.
And 6 count for 2 or no?
Not with this check.
No? Okay. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6s count for double during combat because that means you got a critical hit.
Okay. Then 5.
Okay. So you have 5 successes. All right.
Yes.
So peering in the window, because that's what you wanted to do, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Peering in the window, you see that food has been set out. It looks like they were just getting ready to sit down to a meal, but never actually did. You see 6 places set out. Complete meals. You see meat, potatoes, corn on the cob, glasses of water. None of it's been touched. There's no sign of a panic, no sign of a rushed exit, just a table of stale food waiting for people to eat it.
Well,
Curious. I'll go relay that to the crew.
well, that's kind of frightening.
Was the food still warm?
No. Most of it has gone stale. The mashed potatoes have hardened.
Okay.
They dehydrated it out. The meat, if you examine it closely, is going to be a pork chop, and it's got some of that edge weird stuff going on to it because it's also dried out. The corn on the cob looks dehydrated and shrunken in, almost like it's a collection of raisins.
Yeah, all the food looked yucky, and there's no one here.
Can I walk around the perimeter to actually see if there's anything weird with the backside of it or anything?
Yeah.
Sure, roll your investigation while you do so.
All right. I got 4 successes. 4 out of 6.
4 out of 6. You don't notice anything in particular. As far as damage or anything like that goes, you can tell that there's been a couple of different spots where individuals have gone off into the brush. You're noticing things like broken twigs, brush that's been separated because the body has moved through the thicket, things like that. But nothing to indicate any kind of conflict, nothing to indicate any kind of panic. You don't even see anything to indicate that somebody else was here other than the people who were sitting at that table.
Can I poke in the fire to see if it was doused or if it just went out?
Looking at it, it looks like it just went out.
Well, I think if they disappeared, something had to have taken them inside the house somehow. Because there ain't nothing out here that would actually say anything that they were in distress.
Can I search around for any piece of paper or any documents that might suggest where they went?
Are we going in the house first? Because we haven't gone inside yet.
Oh, okay, we're not. Sorry.
Do y'all want to go?
I think we should go inside.
Go and investigate.
All right. Who wants to go first?
Should we tie up our
Hang on,
horses?
I'd like to summon a water baby, if possible.
And so it begins.
And I'll summon a gumbaroo.
You go ahead and roll for your summon.
Okay. Now I use my wisdom and my expertise for that, since I have expertise in savvy.
Yep.
Right. I got.
You just need your successes to equal your aura cost on your card.
And successes are 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I've got 3 successes. So I'll summon
You
2
have the
water
opportunity to
babies.
summon 3 of them if you so choose, assuming that you're allowed to summon 3 of them. You can summon as many of them as the number that you can have in your spell book.
Right. Let's just get them out here. Why not? 3 water babies.
3 water babies. Ouch. All right.
Good thing the fire's out.
Right.
For now.
Just wait. I
I'm
got
gonna-
fireballs for
I'm going to
days.
summon a gumbaroo as well before we go in.
Summon a gumbaroo as well. All right, roll for it for me.
I got 2 successes, but I'm just going to summon 1.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to start working on some spellbook management. Good. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, last time with the what was it? Indrid pulling out the thing that wiped all my gumbaroos out.
Yeah.
That wasn't fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and actually summon one of my tea kettlers as well, if I can do that.
Absolutely.
All right. So that would be 4 plus 3, so that would be 7. And I only need 2 successes, and I only got 2 successes, so I'm only gonna summon 1. Sweet, but it is a
Okay.
fearsome critter though, so it actually works with your Gumbaroo.
I'm
clever.
just gonna put on my brass knuckles.
All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go first with the Gumbaroo.
All right, so you got to open the door though.
I'll open the door and slowly edge in with the Gumbaroo in front of me.
Walking in, you're gonna notice the smell of stale food.
Oh god,
Kind of smells like BO too. Walking in, you're gonna see a pile of laundry in the corner that hasn't been taken care of. None of that clothing looks familiar to you as uniforms of Unity City. It looks like it's brown shirts, green pants, nothing but.
Do we see any sort of people or any sort of anything inside the house? Is it disorderly?
No, it's all in very, very great order. The closest thing to people that you see is a picture of one man that seems to span across you see one man that spans many portraits. In those portraits, though, you see him with multiple individuals. You get the feeling that maybe he took people on guided tours or helped people out in this wilderness area. You see pictures of him making fires and putting up tents and building trusses, stuff like that.
Do any of us recognize the person?
Say that one more time for me, Ian.
Do any of us recognize the person? Can we roll?
No, nobody recognizes him.
Is there anything distinct about him? Like, is he wearing something that would be distinct in all the pictures?
Brown shirt and green pants,
Like a Mountie,
like a park ranger.
park ranger. Gotcha.
Are there any other rooms inside? Or like
No,
other
single room cabin.
single room? All right. Who has the highest perception? I would roll a perception to see if you see anything weird or anything actually like veiled.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So I'll do a perception check.
Okay.
Yeesh. I've got 2 successes.
You don't notice a whole lot. Everything looks pretty neat and orderly in this place. The only thing that you notice is that the bed isn't made.
Guys, I don't know what's up. It looks normal to me.
Is there anything that would make it look like there is a secret entrance somewhere, like a trap door or something?
I mean, the bed's not made.
Huh.
Check under the bed.
Yeah, looking. All right.
Check under the bed.
You see 6 bedrolls stuffed under the bed.
Everyone got on bedrolls? We found 6 bedrolls here.
Can we move them and look underneath them?
Mm-hmm.
It's just the floor, isn't it?
There's some very sticky black liquid on a couple of the bedrolls.
Guys, that does it look for like the same black ooze that was coming out of Indrid Cold when we were in Texas?
Who's our best medicine, or who might be able to identify that?
That would be Ian.
Yeah, best medicine. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that the check you'd like?
If it's, I'd like to know if it's the same black stuff that we saw in Texas. Yeah.
All right. 4 successes.
All right. Ian knows that this is not black oozing blood from a failed or successful black mass. He knows that this is ectoplasm.
Hey guys, this looks like ectoplasm.
So they were attacked by ghosts?
That's what it would seem.
Well, that doesn't explain where their bodies went.
Ghost?
What, bro?
I don't know, Shaggy.
Oh, I just lost it.
Zoinks.
Ghost that neatly put the bedrolls back under the bed.
I mean, Shaggy.
I'd like to unroll one of the bedrolls that has ectoplasm on it.
You're going to find a lot more ectoplasm in it, along with some blood.
Do we see any of the ectoplasm anywhere else around the house?
Nope.
Well, all right. So time out. So wait, this means that these bedrolls, that something happened with these people in these bedrolls, and then somebody just rolled them back up and put them under that bed. There has to be something under that bed.
My money's on Ranger Rick here. Isn't so friendly.
They weren't rolled up under the bed. They were stuffed under the bed.
Oh, that's even more terrifying.
Yeah, guys, I definitely think we've got a bit of a cover up on our hands here.
I don't know where we need to go next, though. I don't know what we see.
Well,
I mean, there's nothing here to tell us where these people were taken.
I think that our mission was to just follow the trail, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, do you think we should go back outside and actually follow the trail that we think was actually there?
Well, this was our first stop. We were supposed to check in here, so I think we should fully clear out what's under the bed here, make sure we're not missing anything.
I'd like to take a look at
because we're at a crime scene right now. This is a murder scene. Something's going on, so let's pull it out. Try to figure this stuff out.
All right, so I'm going to pull the bed away from the wall where it's at, and we're going to actually see if there's anything underneath it or if it's just floor.
You see just floor.
All right.
So while they're doing that, I want to take a look at the
You do
pictures
see a
all
lot
around
more
the
blood.
cabin.
Say that one more time for me, Ian.
Sorry. While they're doing that, I want to take a look at all the pictures around the cabin and see if there's any. Are they at a common place or any commonalities in the pictures?
Is the cabin in any of the pictures?
Yes, it's in a few of them.
Where? Oh,
some interior, some exterior.
All right. Where are the paintings of local areas around the cabin?
Yes.
All right. Can you list the significant areas? Because those are the areas we need to go check, boys. That was good thinking over there.
So what you see around you is a couple of battlefields. You see a book related to the American Civil War and a reference to battlefields that are near the ranger station that have the highest body count.
Okay, so do we need to roll any? We're old enough that we wouldn't know the history, right? Are there any history checks we can do for the area or for Gettysburg?
That's in Pennsylvania.
You wouldn't be looking at Gettysburg. It's just the highest body counts for the area. So what you are seeing is references to the Battle of Wilderness.
Ooh. The Battle of Wilderness. All right. So what do you boys think? Do you think we actually should go back and follow those paths behind the house? We need to do something before it gets too late, because it's going to get dark and then we're gonna get attacked.
Yeah, I think that we're definitely dealing with some kind of ghosts here. We've got ectoplasm, we've got blood, we've got bodies missing, we've got battlefields nearby. So we should probably start heading towards the battlefield that's most likely to have those types of ghost activity. But I'd like to do one more perception check just to see if there's any strange artifacts or any items in the house that might be associated with black magic or something along those lines.
Okay.
Not good. So I've got 2 successes.
You see nothing that's related to black magic in any way, but you do find a really cool train whistle.
Nice.
Train whistle.
Do not give that to Dennis at all.
I don't want it. What time of day is it again?
You're coming up on about 6 p.m., so it's just now starting to get to early evening.
Do we want to stay the night before we go trekking through the woods, or do we want to just jump right into it?
Nope.
I think we got to get going.
Yeah, I don't think we can stay inside this house because if there is something that is actually living here, it's going to come back. And I mean, we don't want to be here unless you want to stay awake all night and fight it.
I mean, we could take turns.
You guys are trained in sleeping in shifts.
I don't know. I think we should actually try to go out and try to find Kronos, to be honest.
Yeah, the longer we linger, the least likely it is to find him.
So I think we should go out, and I think we should go out now, to be honest.
All right, you're the boss. Lead the way.
I am the boss. All right, let's go.
I take a swig of the bottle and head on.
Hey, what's that? Are you drinking something right now?
Yeah, you want some?
Yeah, let me get a sip of that.
Here you go.
Yeah,
Take one down, pass it around.
Y'all are going to get us killed. All right,
just keeping it relaxed.
No, your reflexes are going to go out the window.
Oh man, it's for Kronos.
No, it's now. All right, whatever. And I walk out.
You're alive, friend.
I walk out of the house in a huff because they're drinking.
All right. So nobody else hears this. Only Charlie does. But there's a train that goes off in the distance. You can hear a train. Woo, woo.
Oh, that's frightening. Hey, dudes! I think we need to move out. If we're going to do what we need to do, we need to investigate this stuff. I think we need to go out now. We know this point of reference. We should go and investigate the closest battlefield. If it looks like it's too much, come back and retreat to the house and stay here maybe for the night.
Can I be honest with you? I just found a train whistle here, and then did you just say that you heard a train?
Oh yeah, it went choo choo.
I think maybe we should head that direction. If we've got a train whistle here, and there's a train nearby.
I don't know, because for all you know, that train whistle might actually just summon some sort of ghost, like a ghost train.
Yeah, well, maybe that's the ghost that has Kronos. Maybe that's where our boy is.
Maybe if you summon that ghost train, it's going to take us to wherever it took them. Maybe that's why they're not there.
Isn't that a good thing?
I don't think so, because how are we going to get back?
I think that's...
If they take us, they're not going to send nobody else to come out and get us.
We can't be scared about that type of thing, man. We've got a mission.
I just say we should go. There are plenty of battlefields. Let's check out the battlefields. Let's blow that whistle during the daylight.
The train whistle that we just found.
Yes.
Right. And the train you just heard, you don't think they're connected.
Oh, they're 100% connected, but I don't think that, I mean, we can go check it out, but it's not.
I say we take a vote on it. What do you boys think? I think we go to the train.
I don't think that's where Kronos is.
Blow the whistle. Do 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 do.
I'm gonna blow the whistle.
Do not blow the whistle.
I'm blowing it.
Oh God.
Everybody just fell asleep.
I told you not to blow the whistle. And you didn't listen to me.
He said blow the whistle, man.
6 hours pass as you guys lay on the floor, with the exception of Charlie, who's in the middle of the dirt. Charlie is the only one not affected by this event that is to come, as the rest of the members of Magical Task Force 6 wake up on the floor, but they are unable to move their arms or legs. They can't even speak.
Where the proximity of my water babies?
They're wandering around all over the place, but you get the feeling that they're in some sort of a panic.
Can I communicate with them in any way, or are we not telepathic or whatever?
I wouldn't imagine that there's too many ways you can communicate with a water baby.
Okay, fair.
All right, so
that'll be something we'll think about that in the future, whether or not you can telepathically communicate with beasties, maybe some of the more intellectual beasties. But as of right now, I'm gonna say nah. It's kind of like having a pet frog.
All right, so I'm the only one that actually wakes up and can move.
Correct.
All right, so I wake up on the dirt, I guess, and I'm like, "What the hell is all this?" And do I hear anything? Do I hear anything inside or outside the house?
You hear absolutely nothing at all. You don't even hear insects.
Can I do a perception roll to look inside the window? Or an
You sure can.
investigation. Can I do investigation or would that be perception?
You can do either or. So perception is a generic thing to just kind of see and look around, whereas investigation is specifically you're trying to figure out something in your surroundings.
I want to investigate through the window to see if I see anything in there to figure out exactly what just happened.
You sure can.
All right, I'm gonna roll my.
You don't
6.
even have to roll for it.
Okay.
You see 4 beings cloaked in black that are wearing a top hat with jagged teeth looming over every single one of your team members except one. Actually, that's not true. There's two. Yep, looming over every single one of your team members. There seem to be multiple hands reaching out from the cloak of darkness, and they are all reaching towards your teammates, whom you can see their eyes are open, but they seem to be unable to move.
Okay. Oh, all right. Well, I honestly want to roll. I want to throw oh no, if I do that, it's going to light everything on fire. I was going to throw a fireball at them. Do I still have my tea kettler, right?
Yes, you do.
All right. Can I actually roll to potentially summon some food fillets also?
You can.
All right. I'm going to do that. That would be 4 plus that would be 7. All right. And I got 1, 2, 3. All right. So I'm going to summon all 3 of the food fillets that I'm allowed to. Oh, I'm trying to save you guys. Hold on. All right, cool. So I got 3 of them, and I still have my tea kettler. I want to.
Before your next action.
Yes.
Each member that is on the ground is going to take 20 points of damage. As hands reach out from the cloaked black mass and begin gripping at their flesh. You notice that it's leaving behind cuts and abrasions on their arms where it's actually managed to make contact with them.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna open up the door, and I want to send my tea kettler to the one that's the furthest away from me, and then a food fillet to the other 3.
Okay.
Do I get an action again, or do they respond? Does that start combat?
Give me just a second, and I will tell you if they even realize that stuff is going down.
Because I'm curious if it does, if I can actually use the food fillet's attack or its ability in order to negate the paralysis that at least 3 of them are under. Because food fillet, I can just pretty much I would be dismissing it, and it would end combat if the Hat Man attacking them is technically, I guess, combat and keeping them asleep. I don't know how. I'm not sure that would work like that.
So it does put all the teammates back to sleep whenever it makes contact with each of them, and none of them notice that you have entered the room, nor have they noticed any of your beasties, because I rolled really bad. So you've got the complete drop on them at the immediate moment. You just see 4 Hat Men that are trying to essentially feed on your teammates.
All right. So let me. Hold on. I need to see something real quick, but I can't get my computer to work. All right, so I want the tea kettler to actually. I want them all just to actually attack the beasties that are attacking them, in essence.
Say that for me one more time.
Each one of my beasties is at one of the individual Hatman.
Yes.
And I guess I'm going to try to attack them in order to stop them from keeping the 4 of them asleep.
Hatman has spirit though.
Spirit.
So does Foufoulet though. Oh, but it still
Right.
can't be a target of the attack.
Yeah,
Okay,
that doesn't matter.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's right.
I got my own spirits this time.
I know. All right. What else can I do to
Fireball.
actually wake you guys up? I mean, okay, because no, it's still. Can I use Fireball in Spirit? Yeah, because it's not an attack.
Yeah.
I don't want to burn the house down though.
Hey, man, we gotta do what we gotta do.
This water
I
baby.
mean, I'm comatose. I didn't say that, but
That's true. That's true.
You could use their power though.
To end combat. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't know if they're actually.
But I don't know. That's what I was asking. Is them taking life actually in combat? Like are they in combat with? Are the Hatmen in combat with the four of them?
Technically, but the four of them don't actually have any actions to do because they're paralyzed and asleep.
Okay. Oh well. Okay. Well, can I attack the four of them to wake them up out of sleep?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's how it works. I mean, that's technically in MetaZoo. In order to actually wake something up, you have to target it.
mm-hmm.
So would targeting them with an attack be enough, or would I have to physically attack them with the beasties?
No, you'd have to attack them
Resolve
with the
the
beasties.
combat.
Okay, I'm sorry, dudes, but I'm attacking all four of them.
Is friendly fire allowed?
Sure, it's a role-playing game, dude.
All
Or
right.
even
So, yeah.
trails are allowed.
Let's go.
So I'm attacking each one of them.
For all we know, one of you is working for Injury Cold and this entire time, and you've been plotting the demise of Unity City.
Now, it does mean, though, that all of the four of you have to burn. So whoever is the furthest from the door, whoever's the furthest from the door, Dudley?
Furthest from the door
Which one of the four of them?
is definitely Dennis.
Okay, Dennis, you take 15, and you have 2 burn.
Is it doubled?
Not from an attack.
Not from an attack, no.
Cool.
And then the rest of you take 20, and you also have 2 burn. But you're now awake.
And paralyzed, though, right?
Which means now we can go into combat if you guys want to roll for your initiatives and
You should only be paralyzed though for one more turn, right?
correct.
So you wouldn't be able to do anything this first initial turn, but after that you should be able to actually at least wake back up.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if you guys can overcome your sleep paralysis after waking up. So I'm going to give everybody
like I
a chance
shocked
to
them?
roll
Okay.
Love
to
it.
see if they actually break the sleep paralysis or not.
What roll are we doing for that?
Hit me with a medicine check.
Oh, nice.
Yeesh. Okay.
Well, I know. Okay, I just want to say I know a couple people actually in the comments. They actually will use the fooflets to block them, and that's what I was trying to establish was that technically they were not in combat, so I couldn't use the fooflets to stop anything from happening. I literally had to target them in order to wake them up. That was actually kind of cool trying to figure that out, Dudley.
I got 1 success.
One success.
1.
4.
1, 4. Okay, Ian, you are up and moving around. Everybody else is still paralyzed on the ground. You got ectoplasm on your clothes, a couple of really nasty cuts into your arm, but other than that, you're all right.
Singed hair.
Do I need to roll for initiative?
Yes, everybody does. Everybody
What-
that's up and moving. So no, we're looking at Ian and Charlie. You guys will be able to get yours next round.
All right, what do we roll for initiative? How many dice?
I want to say it was either your agility, right? That's what I got put on the paper.
2.
I didn't grab through notes.
So 9 for initiative.
A total of 10.
Same, total 10.
$16.
Dad Hat, go ahead and give me yours.
Oh, we're doing initiative? I
Yeah, go ahead and give me an initiative.
Okay, hold on.
Yep.
And I'm adding all of them up.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Hold on. It's math. Uh, 25,
We can help.
30. 30.
How many did you roll? Wait, you only were supposed to roll 4 dice.
Oh, only 4? I thought it was agility.
No,
It's agility.
Oh, it is agility. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. I lied.
So 9 dice.
Jesus.
You can't see it.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
30.
Wait, how do you have 9?
I
Yeah,
have
you should
6
only have
agility.
6 in your
You should have
agility.
6 max. Yeah, you
Plus,
only have
Did you
6.
add your
Three
expertise?
Yeah.
No,
No
you-
expertise.
Okay. Let me reroll.
There we go. There
Like,
we
no,
go. We got
it's-
it figured
like,
out.
it's
No
still too
expertise on
much.
initiative.
10, 24.
24.
It's like those numbers, the math. It's still.
Yeah, we haven't. I had like there was an idea I had for that for snipers, but we hadn't gotten there yet.
Yeah,
that's a gold
it was
level
intense.
Don't test me.
All right.
You're just getting the initiative for the Hatmen.
Yep.
Do we know that they're Hatmen at this point?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Because I realized as soon as you were like, you described them, but I'm not sure exactly how extensive our characters' knowledge of cryptids are. Can we easily recognize a lot of them because of our training?
Some.
Okay.
Some. There will be a list of them that, you're pretty familiar with because they're normal menaces. Like Hatman is one of those ones that sleep paralysis causes damage because it's a ghost. It pops up around the spirit storm. So, like, it's one of those things that you would normally have a problem with. Rougarous and Wendigos, because they're predatory in nature. They're going to be attracted to the population to try and feed.
Okay.
But like things like a ghost train, you might not necessarily be aware of. I mean, trains have kind of become a foreign concept to most people at this point.
You're trying to go to the train, then you blow a whistle.
He said blow it, man.
I was just thinking of that song, Blow the Whistle.
Yeah.
This is what you get for listening to Stabby Stabs and Dennis.
We needed a plot movement anyway. We were stalling out.
I was trying to go to the battlefields.
That's all right. I had some things going for you guys. I was getting ready to do something if you didn't figure something out. All right. So first up in combat is me.
Wow.
Is me?
No, it's me.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to be doing 20 points of damage. And who do I want to target? Let's let a dice pick. Ian, you're taking 20. And that brings us up to Dad Hat. Actually, it doesn't bring us up to Dad Hat. You're still paralyzed for a round. That brings us up to Turmentic and Ian.
All right. So
you guys are the last two in initiative, so you guys can pretty much take that action simultaneously.
I would like to. Is my Tea Kettler able to well, no, because it only has that much. I want to go start making my way over to Dennis, and I want to try to actually, because we can't target these things with attacks. So I want to actually try to start moving Dennis towards the exit.
Okay.
Can I do that for my action?
You can, but because you're taking a non-combat action and you're going into the combat zone, I get to hit you for 20 points.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
So you now have ectoplasm on your new uniform.
Are we allowing traps this game?
Yes.
If we set them.
Yeah, you got to set them though.
You have to set them. Okay, cool.
Yes. Yes.
Never mind.
At which point they would either make a glyph or some other indicator that I would allow you to choose, but it does need to be a visually recognizable indicator for those that would roll high enough perception for it. but I am willing to let
Right.
you guys set traps so that you can establish perimeters, chokeholds, things like that.
So like my Idaho potatoes would be just like setting them on the ground after I contract them.
Yes.
Like how does okay?
Now, how far am I able to pull Dennis towards the door?
You're able to make it all the way to the door. It's a small cabin.
Okay, cool.
You just got sliced in the back by a hand of nastiness while you were doing it.
That's all right. I had to look out for my boy. He was the furthest one from the door, and I'm about to just go fireball on these things next turn.
Who does seem to be bleeding more than you would expect.
Of course it is. It's Dennis. All right, so I guess that's into my turn. I can't do it because I only get one action. I can't cast a spell or anything, can I?
No, that's only your one action. So we would be moving to Ian and see what he wants to do.
All right. So it's Stab and Marcus that are the other two on the floor, right?
Yes.
So I'll have my Gumbaroo move to protect whoever the Gumbaroo is closest to. Stand over them, and then I'm gonna actually cast Poison Arrow at the Hat Man that's closest to me. So I need.
You take burn damage.
That's fine. I need 3.
Okay.
Wait, why would I take burn damage? It's a spell.
Because I burnt you.
It's a spell.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
not
he's
attacking. It's a
spell.
spell. It's a spell. Okay. All right. That's true.
3.
See, y'all are having to work some angles
4,
here.
6 successes, so I can actually cast it twice.
Yes, you can.
So the closest to me and who did the Gumbaroo stand over? Marcus or Stab?
I think you had it going over Marcus.
Okay, so I'll shoot the one in front of me and the one in front of Stab. So the first one, the one in front of me, is going to take 1 poison.
1 poison?
1 poison. And the one in front of Stab is going to take 3 poison.
Point of order. Am I down to 1 burn since my paralyzed turn passed?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Our next round of combat, everybody participates. But I've got 3 more Hatmen that got to do their thing.
You still would take burn damage though the next turn, I believe.
Correct.
Okay.
So one is going to slice into a Gumbaroo and is probably not going to do anything, right?
It's not going to, combat damage is reduced to 0, but on the attack back, I will try to bounce it back to its casters.
Oh,
Does Hatman have any status effects on his attack? Does he have paralyzed or anything like that?
Not to my knowledge.
I don't believe so.
No, it doesn't look like it. It's only if I decide to use a 4th wall effect. But that's on the caster themselves, who is not currently present.
Cool.
And you're sending one of them back to the caster, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you see a pile of ectoplasm fall onto the floor as the cohesiveness of the spirit breaks apart, and you see a large flash of energy, bright pink and white light, fly out of the nearest window and dart off into the woods.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
That does mean I have my 1 Hatman left. Actually, I have 2 Hatmen left because that one's now gone. And we're going to just go ahead and have Dennis and Marcus both take 20 points. Dennis, you're taking them as you're being drug out. Marcus, you're still on the ground taking 20 points. And now we move into full round of combat where everybody is capable of moving. My Hatman is still the first to go at the highest initiative. And we're going to swing at Turmentic for 20 points of damage.
I'm going to dismiss one of my food fillets to negate the damage.
Okay.
Yes. Do I don't. Yes. Okay. So that one goes away. So I'm down to only 2 of them.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Moving on from my Hatman, we're going to Dad Hat.
Does it seem like the Hatmen are able to communicate at all?
You got no indication of it so far.
Okay. I would like to cast imprisonment on one of them.
Okay.
So I roll what, wisdom?
Do you have what's that skill name?
Concentration.
Yes, concentration, which I was concentrating on.
Where would that be?
It's under intelligence.
Under
And
intelligence.
I don't think you do.
Yes, I do.
So you have that as expertise?
No, I have it as a bullet point.
Okay, so you don't have expertise. So you're only going to be throwing your intelligence dice at it. You don't get to use expertise.
Okay, so just 2 intelligence.
Correct.
Cool. All right, I got a 3 and a 4.
The 4 would be a success.
Cool. So I'm gonna cast imprisonment on it.
Okay.
So no, it's
It
a
has
one
an aura
cost.
cost of 1?
It is a 1 cost. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And what's the imprisonment going to do to it?
Equip this page to an opposing attacking beastie. In combat, blah 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 blah. Equipped beastie is fatigued and cannot be awakened until this page leaves the arena. This page can be attacked, targeted, and destroyed by any caster.
Okay. By any caster, but not by a beastie.
Correct.
Correct. Okay. Okay. Cool. So a prism of energy.
Well, BCs make the casters make the BCs declare attacks
around the Hatman that's closest to Dad Hat, as it is now confined within this cage. And moving forward, we're going to jump right over to Stab.
Right on.
The other beasties should be able to attack the imprisonment, though, because like even when playing the game, the beasties are the ones that actually do attack it. It's just the caster that's one that tells them to attack it.
Right.
That's what that means when it says beasties. Or only casters. Yeah, it says only casters.
So if a beastie is acting of its own volition, it's not being commanded, then no, it's not going to break that prison, in my opinion, as running game.
The Veilkeeper has spoken.
If it's being commanded by a caster, then yes, it's going to break that prison. But if it's just a natural creature running around in the wild doing its own thing, and you decide to try and imprison something, and it walks up on it, it ain't going to be able to do anything about it. You ghostly imprison Sasquatch's wife, Sasquatch ain't going to do anything about it unless he's an evergreen caster.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Casting a BC takes a full turn, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And there's only one Hatman left that's not imprisoned.
There are 2 left. One's in prison, 2 are left.
Okay, then I will just try to cast Kinderhook Blob.
All right.
Okay. So that is
under savvy.
Yeah, savvy. So I have plus wisdom. 4 to wisdom. You get 2 5s. I'll summon 2 of them.
2 of them.
Yes. Okay, and then that's my turn. I have no bonus actions.
All right. Which means it comes back around to me. Who am I attacking? Turmentic.
I'm just missing another Fufulette.
All right.
So I'm down to 1.
Marcus, you're next.
Right. I'm gonna. So I'm awake now, right? I sit up. I'm
yes,
back.
Yes. Everybody's awake. The paralyzation has kind of shaken off. You're a little stiff, but
right.
Other than
okay,
that,
so I'm gonna
cranking your neck because you've been sleeping on the floor.
I'm gonna reach in my bag real quick and pull out one of my toxic waters and just hook it right at one of the Hatmen, hoping to strip him of his traits so my water babies can eat.
The one in front of me is poisoned, so it should die at the next turn.
Right, so I'll go for one of the healthy Hatmen. Whichever one has the most health, I'll just throw that toxic water at him and then, water babies, get him! Go, boys!
Yeehaw.
How much damage are your water babies going to do to that Hat Man?
They will do 30 damage.
30?
And paralyze.
Jesus Christ.
Together, not individually.
No, individually.
No,
Oh, it
They're
is 30
individually.
individually. You're right.
Water
wow.
babies hit
They're-
hard,
they're
man.
Brutal. They're brutal.
It is a spirit,
right.
though, so you can't actually attack it.
But I toxic watered it.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm catching up.
Yep, he toxic watered it. All right, and we're moving on to Ian then after that amazing little show of force.
I'm just gonna move the. So I know the one in front of me is poisoned.
Yes.
So I'm gonna move the Gumbaroo between me and that one and just do nothing.
Turmentic.
The one in front of you, though, I think is still.
The one right in front of Ian is poisoned. The one that was over top of Marcus Moonshine is imprisoned.
Honestly, I think I should just. I'm gonna try to start walking outside of the door because I want to get out of the house, and that thing is poisoned, so it should die next round of combat. So I'm gonna grab my one remaining Fufilette, my tea kettler, and I'm gonna try to get out the door.
So there is still the one Hat Man that is imprisoned.
Yeah, but I'm gonna. We don't even need to mess with it. It can't. It honestly can't break the imprisonment. Somebody would have to let it out.
I want to question it.
I mean, it's not going to respond.
I mean,
You don't know
shot,
that.
gang. I'm sorry, Charlie.
Well, you still need to come back. Yeah,
Hat Man before?
all right,
Have you ever talked to a Hat Man before?
I'm just picturing Dennis like turning off all the lights and going in with a mask on. Where is he?
Dennis is just going to end up getting hurt. That's all it is.
Okay. So we're gonna go around to the next round of combat, right? We're stalling.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. All right. That one's dead. So
Marcus,
Darren's
did
up
you take
next.
burn
Are you
damage
going to
last time?
continue to stall that hat?
You can only question it if you do it in the voice of Batman.
Mask down.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and cycle through the combat. We're going to have the one die because of the poison. We are now officially out of combat, and you have an imprisoned Hat Man in front of you.
My mask is down. My brass knuckles are out. I'm like banging my brass knuckles on the imprisonment. Clink, 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 clink.
You're gonna break it.
You just did 25 damage. It's broken. Nice.
Nah. Yo, bro. Who sent you?
Well, I do declare my orders were sent by Mr. Robert E. Lee himself.
Okay, at this point, I just look at Charlie and I go, mm-hmm.
I give him the finger. Just flip him off. You got lucky this one time. All right, tell us about Robert E. Lee. Why did he send you here?
Well, I was here to intercept several Union scouts as they were making their way into Virginia headed towards Chancellorsville.
Do we look like Union scouts to you, sir?
You're
What
wearing
is
uniforms
a
that
union?
are not familiar with the Confederate States of America, so I have no idea what organization you work for there, sir.
Are we the first scouts that you've encountered?
Well, I know I have dispatched many scouts along this trail over many sorts of years.
Have you seen any recently that were wearing colors similar to ours?
Yes, I have.
Hey, can you tell us what happened to them?
Taken prisoner by a superior officer.
Who?
Goes by the name of Jones.
Jones.
Who?
Now,
Mike Jones. Sorry, that was a Texas joke.
Mike Jones?
Who?
Who?
now, can you tell us where your base of operations was?
Spotsylvania, Virginia.
All right.
This ghost is telling us a lot of information.
I am quite
willingly.
surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
For
You're
Dennis
welcome.
wanting to question it,
You're
he ain't
welcome.
questioning it though at all.
You haven't given me a chance now, Charlie. Have
Well,
you?
go. I'm waiting. I'm trying to come up with questions because you over there being quiet.
All right. So he's already given us a lot of information. Sir, which direction is Spotsylvania?
From here, it is southeast towards the coast.
Very good, sir. Very good, sir. Guys, I think we should head southeast towards the coast.
Do you think we can trust this hat man?
I think it's something. We've got to go off something.
Can one of us try to contract the Hat Man?
I'm a dark guy. I'm not a ghost guy.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
I don't know if any of us are powerful enough to even try. I just had to ask,
Are any of you attuned to spirit auras?
No.
Then
Dark.
the chances of you contracting it are very, very, very slim. And if you do, there's not a good shot that you'll actually have a 100% control over it. You might just invite it into your life.
But you're saying there's a chance.
No. All right, we're not doing it. I'm sorry. I brought it up. Get Dennis out of the house right now.
There is always 1%.
I just don't know if we should release this spirit or not. If we release you, are you going to
No.
attack us again?
Why would you release
Don't
it?
release him. Don't release him. No.
If we release you, are you going to attack us?
I will
Or would
always
you-
perform my duty to the best of my abilities, sir.
Now, is there
That's
any
a
way that
yes.
we?
That's a
No,
yes.
time out. Is there any
Destroy
way?
it.
That,
Kill
no,
it.
is there
Kill
any
it.
way that we can actually show you that we are not your enemy?
Hold on.
If we can get it to take us to wherever Kronos is, we can get it to take us to where Kronos is if you trust us. We're not Union soldiers. That war happened over 250, 60 years ago.
This son of a Bigfoot is with Robert E. Lee.
Who's
We
a
ain't with
ghost that fought
ain't
in a
with
war 200 years ago?
Yeah, I would agree with you if any of us were attuned to spirit casting, but we aren't, sir.
Well, we could always just attack it if it attacks us back.
Hey, yo, I don't think I would want to race this ghost anyway. Just saying.
I'm not saying contract it. I'm just saying follow it to wherever they are.
I say
Because
let
I bet you
mean,
that's where Kronos
It gave
is.
us directions. It told us southeast. I say we just go southeast.
I think we can actually trust it.
You want to ask it?
I tried to, but I kept getting
We can
interrupted by
trust
you. If we release you, would you take us to what can we do first off to show you that we are not your enemy? And second off, if we do release you, would you take us to where our compatriot is being
We
held
know
by
that
you?
you came down from the north. We know you're here to enforce the war of northern oppression.
All
We
right,
are
all
already
right.
Kill it. Kill the ghost.
Don't even
Kill
kill
it.
it. Don't even kill it. Just walk away. Just walk away.
I'm gonna set an Idaho.
There's no way
potato.
to kill it because we can't target it. But I guess you know what? Fireball it. I'm gonna throw a fireball at it. In mid sentence, while it's going on and on and on, I'm just gonna
Don't
kill the
waste the
imprisonment.
fireball.
All right, then somebody else do it.
I'm
'cause,
gonna lay
you
a
know.
potato at its feet. How do we lay traps? This is the first trap.
All right, I like it.
You just declare it.
All right, I'm gonna lay a potato at its feet.
If it's an item, then you just declare it. If it's
Oh,
a
I don't have to roll
beastie
for
you're
it?
laying as a trap, then you have to contract it. If it's a spell you lay as a trap, you
It's-
have to cast.
It's a 1 forest cost artifact.
No, that you just lay.
All right, I'm gonna put a potato at.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
don't-
Artifacts
don't-
and potions are equipment. They're just usable.
All right.
Well,
Don't-
first off, before you do anything, I'm gonna walk away from where the thing is. I think we should all put some
Yeah.
distance in between us.
Don't do it at its feet. Do it in the doorway as we leave.
Cool guys don't look at
Yeah,
explosions.
but what if it goes out the window? As soon as
I'm-
it comes out of that imprisonment, it'll just.
I'm thinking
Hit the
his
potato.
caster's going to come in and try and get him out.
I don't think there is a caster.
I don't know. One of them went somewhere.
Y'all, it's just a racist ghost. Kill it.
I'm just gonna whistle for my water babies and start walking away from them.
Yeah, I'm
All of you
walking out of the
do
house.
hear-
too.
All of you do hear whistling Dixie.
Oh,
You guys hear that
jeez.
too?
Oh, we got to go.
It is
All
not
right.
coming from the ghost. It's coming
All
from the woods.
I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Let's go. We already had to fight one. We're already being misconstrued. We're already being dragged into a war that's 260 years old. So let's just nuke it with whatever potato thing you're doing, and then let's just get on out of here.
I dare say, sir, it sounds like you've abandoned your post.
No, sir, we're trying to rescue a friend, and it sounds
Don't
like you
talk
are
to
being
it, leave.
unreasonable. Bye. And I walk out the door.
I'm gonna walk out, but I'm gonna turn around and say, "Oh yeah, and we had a black president. Peace."
Yes.
I'm not responding to that one.
My
We're not
Oh,
gonna respond
God.
to that. I am not getting that spicy.
Let's roll it in.
All right, so your potato thing goes off. Thing's gone out the window.
Yes. What is the effect of your potato trap?
When it flips a it'll destroy a 1-cost beastie.
It destroys it.
Yeah.
Okay, and it leaves behind a pile of ectoplasm when it does.
Nice, because that got rid of the Hat Man pretty easy.
Yeah.
Do we still have?
Now we have to
ectoplasm on
go.
us?
What's that?
Do we still have ectoplasm on us?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and wipe mine off.
It's smeared.
Yeah, he's not gonna do anything.
Oh well, I tried.
It's not water
So
soluble.
We've got to move to the southeast. Which way is Whistling Dixie coming from? Where are the woods?
All around you, and it seems to be echoing off the trees.
I don't
All
think
right.
we're getting away from this one.
We're not. We need to just pick a direction. We need to go southeast. So let's just move southeast.
Southeast.
Do we have a compass? Does anybody have a compass on them?
All of you are going to have a compass built into your watch. You also have very good senses of direction and can fairly
All right.
easily find north, south, west.
I take my tea kettle and my food fillet with it, my food fillet leading, and I start walking
Did
southeast.
you guys know we had watches? Sergeant didn't tell us we had watches.
You weren't listening.
He did not. You're right.
You're wearing it.
Pieces.
He doesn't
Time
need to
anymore.
tell you that you're wearing it.
Wait,
You're wearing it, man.
As we look at our
Yes, all of
watches,
you have a compass.
as we look at our watches, what time is it now?
Oh, if your watches have all stopped, they don't work.
But
Great.
the compass does.
You had built into it, so it's got paracord there. You can use some of the rope. You've got compasses built into it. There's a barometer built into it. It's capable of doing some things that are mechanical in nature, but the electronics in it have long since stopped working.
All right.
But we know it's like the dead of night. Because
It is the dead of night.
It's more used for as a compass, anyways. I feel.
Charlie.
It is pretty close to the dead of night. At this point,
Hey, yo,
you're looking
Charlie.
at it being around 8. And actually, no, you're looking at it being 1 o'clock in the morning because you guys fell asleep around 6 and you stayed asleep for 6 hours.
Hey,
Our
Charlie,
packs
why don't you
have,
pull?
flash-
Why don't you pull out one of those glowing rock things?
Oh, because because I don't know if we want to attract that much attention.
I just want to see what's around us.
That's
When we
why I
walk
got
in the dark.
That's why I got my food fillet to go out front because it's literally a living flame
All right.
spirit.
Do the rest of us have flashlights at least?
Yeah, I'm going to say everybody has flashlights.
Because my food fillet should actually give off some sort of light for us to see around us. Not a lot, but like enough for us to have be able to guide us wherever we need to go.
I'm going to put Gumbaroo in front of our formation, and I'm going to summon a second one for the back of the formation.
Make sure that Gumbaroo stays away from the Foo Follette, please.
Will do. Yeah, that's successful. So we'll put it in the back as well.
All right, now we'll just start walking southeast.
Southeast.
You're going to leave your horses behind?
No, we should. Yeah, what do you think? Do you think we should take the horses or leave them?
Do we know how
We take the
far
horses.
away- Do we know how
We take the horses.
All right, fine. We'll take the horses. All right, so I go back, get on the horse, and then follow the Gumbaroo Foo Fillet in southeast.
Okay. You guys are able to make your way through a couple of different trails and through some brush as you do. You're coming up on a couple of different open fields. You get the feeling that you are now passing through a couple of different battlefields as you can see some wandering spirits. Nothing malevolent, nothing malicious, nothing that's able to attack or really be interacted with. It just seems like the spirit activity of these battlefields is more awake. You're seeing some troops marching in formation. Some of them are Civil War. Some of them look older. Occasionally, you'll see one next to a tree with a musket aimed. But nothing that is actually causing any kind of harm or damage. You guys just want to head straight southeast, huh?
Well, I mean, if all that noise is going all around us, I don't think we should go and investigate the noises. I think we should just try to go find Kronos. But I mean, I'll be outvoted. I know it.
What if it's another little kid that's lost in the woods?
I don't think they would be making those noises.
My biggest regret is not chasing
Saving the
that
kid.
into
I
trouble.
know. That's because I thought it was a ghost kid. I didn't realize.
Those kids weren't kids.
Well,
That
one
kid
of them
was
was.
kids.
One of them was a kid. We did leave a kid behind.
I have nightmares every night.
That's fake news. Absolutely not.
Oh no, 100%.
Can I do a perception check just looking for like a trail or something that seems like it's been trodden in the
Yes,
southeasterly
sure
direction? Right, we've got 4 successes there.
You are going to find a trail. It doesn't look like it's trodden. It looks like several things have been dragged down this trail. You're seeing like slide marks mixed with footprints. You know, some of them are incomplete. Some of them have just been moved around, but you can see like trails and little piles of dirt on the sides of it where something has been dragged, almost like creating a plow effect.
I think we've got our direction at this point. We should just start
You
checking
guys
this
also
out.
hear another train whistle.
Do I blow back, guys?
No,
it's gonna just put you back to sleep. You do
I'm
not
just
blow that
kidding.
whistle again.
Oh, just kidding.
I'm surprised you even took it with you.
wait. I'm gonna put a bunch of potatoes down around Marcus, and then he can blow the whistle.
No.
All right, so I get our horses actually fit down this trail.
Yes.
All right, let's go and investigate down this trail, see what actually was being dragged.
So you're going to make your way down the trail. And as you do, you're all going to be rather startled as a rather large creature flies overhead. You can't tell what it is, even if you roll the highest of your investigation checks.
I try to snipe it.
Was that very large wings were beating on the air, and deep within the distance of the woods, same direction that the train whistle has been coming from, you are hearing the cries of a baby.
Can I try to snipe the winged creature?
Don't
Yeah,
pull
sure.
it, Dennis.
All right. What is my sniper attack roll again?
Your ranged weapons from agility.
Yep,
yeah,
ranged weapons and
agility.
agility.
So 4 dice.
Does it
Do you
have a
have
plus?
expertise in it?
I got a 5. So 1 success.
1 success. So you're able to pull off the shot and you wing it, but you definitely don't get a good hit on it. But it doesn't react. It doesn't turn around. Doesn't swoop around, doesn't come around, doesn't come at you.
He's too scared of us.
Flying straight off in the same
Let's keep
direction, the
going.
same direction that you keep hearing these train whistles and now a baby crying.
All right. Now, is there anything else around us that we can see? Like on this, just trees?
Trees. You've made your way through several fields and you've now gone your way through the trees. Let's have everybody roll a perception for me real quick.
All right.
Is that with
4.
expertise?
If you have expertise in it.
If you have expertise in it.
I got 4 out of 4.
don't.
4.
Okay.
I also
Got
got
it.
4.
Nice.
I
2
got
successes.
1 out of 4.
All right. I think Stab might have frozen. Or are you there? Oh, okay. No, he's there. He was just standing incredibly still. Okay. Dude, you were like a statue. I just knew your screen was frozen.
I was trying to do math in my head. I got 3 successes.
Okay. Yeah, right. So everybody that's got the 3 successes or higher, 3 and 4 successes. You guys did notice a sign that you passed that says Wild Ness.
Will Wildness?
Wild, W-I-L-D.
I don't know what you guys are saying. Could be wilderness, though.
Is there a space between wild and ness?
Looks like it, yeah.
Wilderness. What wilderness? We're in the wilderness.
Why is Ness wild?
Leave it to the Southerners
Wild.
to tell you you're in the woods.
Wild lock? No, I don't. I want to start. I want to go after that baby cry. I don't want to leave no baby crying.
I agree. I think we need to start heading towards the cries.
Wildness. I don't get it. Wild something.
Don't think too hard on it, man. It's wilderness.
Yeah, I don't know if it's wilderness. It could be wild Loch Ness or something like that.
With that, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and call it tonight as we're getting ready to come up on our 2-hour mark, and it is 11:30.
All right, sweet. So we have a baby cry that we hear out there. We got to
and a train whistle and several missing members.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. I'm surprised Dennis isn't missing yet. Oh, all right.
Thickens.
So, that was cool. We figured out some stuff actually on the fly while we were doing that, which was cool. The combat, honestly, in my opinion, inside of the cabin was really awesome because we were actually going back and forth. Oh, wait a minute. That's not how the card works. You have to do it like this. And like, it still seemed to still flow and work. So that was,
the rules of the game. The rules of the game actually like corrected our play.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the point.
I think Beasties. I think Beasties
the feel of MetaZoo just in a different format of gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool.
I think Beastie's defending might need to be fleshed out a little more.
Okay.
Because Beasties can defend against spirits, but they can't declare attacks against them. So technically,
maybe it could be like we hold an action, like in D&D, how you can hold an action.
Yeah,
we could be like, hey, that beastie prepares to defend or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay.
Same for flight versus non-flight.
Do casters still have 1,000 life points?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Because I didn't really feel too threatened with just being hit for 20 and 15s.
Yeah, you're not supposed to yet.
Okay.
It also would have been way different if I would have been inside of the house. I was trying to get out of the accent. Sorry. If I would have been inside of the house and I would have gotten put to sleep too. We got really lucky that I walked out of the house right when he blew the whistle.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with, like, I don't know honestly how we would have gotten out of that, because technically none of us would have been targeted. So
they were draining your life at that point.
Yeah, and they would have just continued to do that because like that's not targeting anybody or anything. So that was honestly probably one of my favorite parts of tonight, was because like it forced us to use the way that the game actually works in real life to respond with how we actually approach that situation.
The reason I chose Hatman for your first encounter in this mission is because I wanted to try and throw hazards at you guys that aren't necessarily heavy hitters. Like, I'm not trying to kill you outright with one blow. I'm trying to throw very strange obstacles in you. So I chose a spirit. I chose one that immobilizes people, keeps them asleep, paralyzes, and takes advantage of that, and then does the slow whittle down. So there was a potential that, there could have been a total party kill tonight with just one cut at a time until we got 1,000 down on everybody. But moving forward, I also want you guys to keep in mind too that whenever you guys did your first fight against Entry Cold, we used just his card. The only thing that I altered or created was some stats so that I could roll for him. All those character casters moving forward will have 1,000 life points, just like you guys. It's going to turn into a much more fair fight.
Love it.
So there is going to be some real peril going. They also have access to more spells and beasties than you guys do because they're not confined by the same limitations. They've been out there doing very, very weird stuff. So they're able to do things a little bit differently, or their buddies Mothman, or what have you.
Right.
So you know, there's going to come a point where, going against the beasties at the immediate moment, unless you found a pack of them, for the most part, they're not going to be too threatening unless they figure out a way to, you know, paralyze you, immobilize you, take advantage of weaknesses, that kind of stuff. Most of the beasties are going to be chance encounters that are going to have more weirdness about them as opposed to down and outright threat. But
I do like that you made
that's one that's a very simple beastie. Yes, he's a gold level beastie, but he's a simple beastie. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Doesn't take a whole lot of damage. But boy, can he stifle things.
I do like that you actually made that clarification too about imprisonment, because those are the types of things where, yes, we're still holding true to the cards, where once this is actually fully fleshed out, those are like those, just like there's the rulings for the MZOs that are like that they actually update with specific card interactions. There will have to be some sort of document like that will explain that, yes, unless the beastie is actually being controlled by a caster, it cannot attack that imprisonment shell. Right. And that changes the dynamic of the game a little bit too, because now you're only limited to them. So do you want to use it for something as, I don't want to say as weak as a hat man, but as weak as a hat man? Right. Because so that's that. Like I said, I really, really, really enjoyed that combat in the house.
Yeah,
I feel like
like it could have gone so much worse. We just happened to be prepared. Like I had beasties out. He already had Gumberus out. You already had Tea Kettler out. Like we already had arena presence when we ran into the Hatman. So although we all got put to sleep, once we woke up, it was like bing, bang, boom, we could solve it. If we wouldn't have had beasties out and we all just would have fallen asleep on the floor, like that would have been so bad.
I will say though, that I think that moving forward, if you have burn on you, I think taking an action should give you the burn damage.
I agree.
I mean, that's not how the game works, but okay.
Well, no, because that is how the game works, because you're attacking, which would be technically an action. So even if you use
spells don't burn you.
Yes. But if you command your beastie to attack or something, I feel like that should burn
powers don't burn you. You know, it's like, do we want to follow the game rules? I'm down to change it, but
there can be some liberties taken. I feel like the caster taking actions could be like could proc effects like that. Like it would make sense. So,
and that could end up being something that's a little bit on the situational side too. That'll be up to Veilkeeper to be able to make that determination. Just like it's one of those things that, like, as you go on, the more and more we're gonna start seeing that this is how we run it. If we decided to give this to a completely different group of people and taught somebody else how to be Veilkeeper and how to run the game, they may interpret things differently, just like you do with any other pen and paper RPG. You know,
well, because just technically the only way right now that you would take burn damage is if you actually attacked with a weapon,
right?
And even in playing the game, if you so I don't know. I just like that. That was one thing that I thought was kind of interesting.
You would also take damage if you ordered your beastie to attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as it stands currently in the mechanics, the beasties kind of act autonomously and attack on their own.
Right.
So I agree.
Well, because up to this point, I have been assuming that everybody's just commanding their beastie to attack.
Yeah.
So if it comes to that point where you guys you're in your action and you're doing something different with your beastie other than attacking, make sure you tell me that. Make sure you make a note of it. If you want to hold the action so that you can block with it, I'm relying on you guys to play your beasties the way you would your cards. So I'm not going to fix your gameplay for you.
No, that makes sense. You can't defend if you're
at block that you're using. Like, I'm not going to play the other opponent's deck. I'm not going to play your characters for you. Those are things that you guys got to make sure that you're stating whenever you're going through your actions. There's a lot beasties can do. I see it all over the cards, which is why sometimes I'm putting you guys to sleep with beasties and stuff like that. But if you're in your action and you're trying to get your beastie to command to do something very specific, make sure you say that. Make sure you speak that out. Right? That's the role-playing side of it.
That's smart too, though, because like if we do attack with the beastie, then we should not be able to defend with said beastie. Correct. I do think that maybe what we should do is we should actually put the beasties in either their own list on the priority, or we immediately I don't know. I guess it's kind of cool how we're doing it, where it's our priority and then we actually tell the beastie what to do.
Well, the way I have it set up, whenever I take your guys' initiative down, I take everybody's numbers down, and then I organize everything in order. Your beasties share your initiative. Right?
Okay, yeah.
At the beginning of your turn, you can command your beasties. At the end of your turn, you can command your beasties. Middle of your turn, you can command your beasties. Your actions are free to do within your action phase in whatever order you decide. So if for some reason, because commanding a beastie is a bonus action, that's something that I allow you guys to do on top of taking a proper action, because all it is you sending that mental thought, that little word phrase, go get them. You know, it's not hard for you to do that while also throwing a spell, contracting another beastie, things like that. You know, swinging with a tomahawk, firing with a caster's gun, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm totally, down for leaving it so that commanding your beastie is a bonus action. You can do that at any point in time. So if for some reason somebody wanted to lay down a potato first and then command their beastie, or vice versa, if somebody wanted to throw their water baby at something before they did the toxic water, or they needed to do the toxic water first so that the water baby could do its job. Like, that was parts of it that was excellent role play. Just like whenever you had your fluffulettes and your tea kettlers out, you decided where they were going to go. That was part of that role play. And you did that command action before you did any of your other actions. So you were able to make your commands, then you did your thing, and then it moved on from your turn.
So we were kind of just doing that naturally.
I have a question, point of order question then. If declaring an action with the BC is a bonus action, would you be able to do that on the same turn that you summon them then, or do you have to wait a full turn?
I've been waiting a full turn for that. It's similar
maybe if they have
to
fleet.
Like it
If
needs
they
to
have fleet,
something on the card that says it can attack that turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so fleet, yeah. So fleet BC you could summon an attack. Okay, I like that. I like that. So I like that. That's good. That's good.
I am noticing that we made actually a pretty big mistake tonight too. Is the Hatmans? Those were hitting for 30, not 20, because it was nighttime. Faux Fillet was hitting for 35, not 20.
Oh right,
So
we didn't even take in the. We were so wrapped up in that we weren't even paying attention to the terrace.
Yeah, terrace.
100%.
So we took a bit more damage than we thought.
So yeah,
so everyone take 10 more damage for each time you were attacked.
Yep,
basically.
No, don't even worry about that.
Okay.
Don't even worry about that. We'll that'll be one of those things that we continue to address as we move on. And that's me as Veilkeeper learning to pay attention to more details of the cards and make sure that I'm paying attention to all the terrors and stuff like that.
Well, that's on us
and
too.
At any point in time, you guys notice that during mid game, I am not going to get upset. Call me on it and go, hey, this guy can actually do this, this, and this because it's nighttime now. Or hey, my guy does this, this, and this because he's a spirit, or can be targeted because of by all means, bring that out. That's
if only there were multiple NZOs paying
trust
attention.
everything I say.
I paid attention after the fact.
For sure, that makes sense, Dudley.
Yeah. And I have a question around the role playing actually. So, the baby crying. I have a good idea what that is because of the conversation with the sergeant earlier in the game. So I know that because I know the cards of MetaZoo. Does my character know that?
No.
Okay,
no.
so
that would be where we get into that realm of metagaming. That's like people who decide to play Dungeons and Dragons or other tabletop RPGs and read the modules ahead of time. So they walk into it with knowledge that they're not supposed to have. It's one of the biggest problems that you have whenever you're running games for game masters. That's one of my big things that I like to try and specialize in doing is running games for game masters because I like to do a lot of homebrew stuff. So I'm able to keep them on their toes. They don't know what's coming at me, even though they have all the modules memorized.
I guess what I'm more questioning is the staff sergeant said, we're going to see, Beastie A, B, and C, and I don't want to give it away what I think is happening. So the Beastie was mentioned. Would we then have to do like a knowledge check, or from the staff sergeant telling us, okay, this is what you might encounter, we might then think, okay, well, this is the traits of that Beastie, or do we need to then clarify, like with somebody at headquarters to say, okay, tell us about these beasties you might encounter.
You do have radios. You can clarify and call back to headquarters at any point in time. Everybody's able to do their checks because, yes, you guys are all provided study material, but you guys might specialize in different sections of the book. For instance, anybody who's a fire caster is probably going to be more likely to look at all the fire beasties in there than they are anything else, because they want to know their own kind the best. Exactly. They want to know what they can do with their aura type the best. So either that or it's, it's the exact opposite. A fire caster needs to know everything they need to know about water casters because that's their number one arch nemesis. That's their rival. I need to know everything that they've got, what they can have, and how to combat it. So, like, you can take that in a couple of different directions. Yes, there is a potential you guys are going to know something about the BC1 because it's close in proximity to Unity City. You guys have been studying, you're trained professionals. So a knowledge check high enough, I would probably give you the knowledge.
Cool. Yeah, because I was trying to ask that in the middle of the game too, and that's kind of the answer that you gave us. Because again, like I realized that I kind of did it when I kind of named Ghost Train, even though I don't think you're using Ghost Train, but I kind of used it in the way of my character. It was like, who knows, maybe it's a Ghost Train or something like that. But that's something that, like, yeah, you kind of just in the role playing aspect, you kind of have to just be aware of. It's not what you know, it's what your character knows.
Right. And that's why I've been trying to like kind of hold that back, and then I'm like, well, what is the right way to do this? Because technically, we were given that information. It's just would my character know what to do with it?
Whatever it actually would click for that character, yeah.
Right. And that's where you can hit me with a role play.
Yep.
And if it's good enough, I will give it to you. Or hit me with a roll. And if it's high enough, I'll give it to you. Very few times do I go, no.
All right. What I guess that's it. You got, I mean, like, thanks everybody for joining the live. Thanks for coming in and jumping and experiencing this with us. Like I said, this was a lot of fun tonight because we worked out a lot of little kinks. And it's also a different aspect too, because there's 5 instead of 6. Like, I'm interested to see like how that shakes things up, changes it, makes it harder, makes it easier, what have you. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night. I believe we're going to start the stream right around 10:30 or so p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll see exactly what all of the crazy ghost stuff going on in Virginia is all about.
Yep.
I have
And
really fast, man.
for our next few sessions, while we're first starting, while we're getting all of this off of the ground, this is going to be the general format of what we're going to do. We're going to have an easy intro night with a little bit of conflict, maybe a light introduction of some kind of combat. And then after that, we'll step into the more serious aspect of the mission in second stage. That way, everybody can get into the vibe and the feel of role-playing and playing the game and knowing what they're doing. First session, whenever things are a little bit less serious, so that whenever we jump into the heavy stuff, second session for each mission, we'll be able to give it our full attention, take stock of everything accurately, utilize all of the aspects of the cards, and stuff like that.
So
I've
been really fast.
So at this point, I do have a question. Looking at my Hatman, okay, so I see 2 different bonuses on here. Because I was indoors for that that interaction, would I also receive that?
No, that's because that's suburban. So if you were in a neighborhood, you were in a neighborhood. Yeah, that's not suburban.
When is a house not as in the suburbs?
It's not but
it's a cabin that's in the middle.
It's a cabin in the woods. Yeah, it's not in the
cabin in the woods, man.
I don't think anything with T Kedler, but T Kedler had some.
Yeah, I realized. Yeah, because of the forest. Yeah, that's something else I noticed.
Hey, man, we're the casters. I mean, we've got the Veil Keeper, but we're the casters. We got to know our beasties.
Yeah,
we got to know our bonuses.
Yep.
Yeah. And again, if you ever have anything you need help with, I'm a Master MZO, so any ruling type of stuff you want to talk about beforehand, I'm always here for you. So
definitely. And if at any point in time you've seen a mechanical error somewhere in the game, hop in. Just give me a peace sign, and I'll know that's specifically what you're doing.
Right.
Hey, mechanical issue, and I'll go, okay, hold on, real quick. Let's find out where we messed up math or where we didn't account for something. And yeah, that's why we're all here together in this group. We've got, the experience of the MetaZoo community here with everybody that knows the community, knows the cards, knows the mechanics very, very well. I'm just a longtime game runner. That's all I do is I run tabletop games.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. So.
Yeah, you're doing an incredible
job. I'm trying to apply to the magic here. The rest of it really is you guys with your knowledge, your skills, your abilities, knowing how to apply it, and role playing well. You're doing a great job.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna end it tonight. But you guys are great. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody that was actually watching
Thanks
this.
for watching, everyone. See you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then stream will continue tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll make a link in the morning and start sharing it and everything like that. So stick around. We'll see how the second mission ends. But y'all are amazing, though. Thank you, all of you guys.
Okay.
I love you all.
See you later.
See you later, guys.
I can hit the button. Can't hit the button.